Back now, we're joined by Fife Flyers coach Todd Dutiaume, and Todd, it was a close game up until halfway through the second period, but a lot of goals in a short space of time. What happened to your team around that period? Where do you think the game got away from you?
Listen, I mean, I think it certainly started before then. I think it's fair to say anybody who's watched us this season, and that's not really who we are. I think that I have to obviously give credit to Cardiff. It's probably the strongest Cardiff team that that we've come across, and I used a word earlier. They're relentless, and they just keep coming at you in waves. They're good. That being said, I don't think we put up much of a fight tonight. I think even in that first period, we were quite fortunate to get out of that period at 2-1. I would say, I think a fair assessment would be that, for about 12 or 13 minutes that second period, it looked like we were engaged and ready to play. And then obviously there was that 5 minutes of madness where they scored 4 goals and effectively ended the hockey game.
Your team has gone on a fantastic run of 8 victories in a row. You finished last season strongly. You started this season strongly. Everything seems to be going to plan. You must be pretty happy. This is just a little bump in the road. There's no cause for concern for you going forward.
Yeah, I mean, we're always gonna lose a game in regulation in the league. I don't think that we certainly expected it in that fashion. We're not as deep as a few teams, and a couple of injuries. We get awful thin. I think losing Chase Shaber last night, arguably one of our strongest players from last year, and certainly somebody that we tried to build around this year. It's a huge loss, and I think that I have to get back to work this week and get the guys' minds right. Obviously, they have been, extremely positive and buoyant over the last couple of weeks. But this will be a setback that we'll look to put behind us and come back to work on Tuesday.
Is there an update on Chase Shaber and how long you'll be looking at the sidelines on?
No, I think we'll probably know early to midweek what we're dealing with. We hope that it's not mid to long term. We hope it's something that he can recover from quite quickly, but we'll know more probably by Wednesday.
Finally, Todd, as I mentioned, you're 8 games victorious before tonight. What has been the key to your success for such a good start?
I think that we got off to a slow start. Our Challenge Cup campaign kind of stalled before it got started. I think that we were guilty of playing a little loosely. I think over the last 8 games, it's a position that we haven't been very familiar with as a group and as an organization, and you can maybe start believing that you're a little better than you are, and bad habits and holes can creep into your game. And tonight we were left exposed at many turns. But when this Flyers team's playing well and on their game, they're very formidable, and that's a reason why you go 8 games unbeaten in this league.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, and best luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.